Welcome back to the Sips of Cinema podcast, the show where we talk about movies while sipping on a drink. Today, it's not tea this time. I'm drinking, well, that's liquid death. Is that
Yeah.
energy? It's not an energy
No,
drink,
it's
right?
not an
All
energy.
right, well,
I had an energy drink this morning,
Yeah.
so I didn't.
I did too, but I'm going to have another one. But this one's the Blue Raspberry Ghost, not sponsored, but hey, if you want to sponsor, I drink your shit every single day.
And if they don't, liquid death.
Yeah, he drinks that every single day.
I drink, and I didn't even know that this was a flavor, but I guess they
I
came
think
up
it's
with like
new.
a
I think it's
Mountain
new.
Dew flavor. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. But
read the description on the back. It's to the green writing at the very top. It's so funny.
this low-calorie sparkling water has a sinister plan to trick you into thinking you're drinking soda, so that your organs will be in good enough shape to be harvested for influencer marketing.
I read that while I was buying it. I was like, that's hilarious.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, hey, sponsor us, and
Yeah.
maybe you can have my organs. So.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But okay, so today's episode is going to be more.
That is really good. You try
Is
this.
it good?
Try this. I actually haven't. I drink liquid death all the time. I don't know how I haven't had this one.
I think you have to like Liquid Death to like that.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. It tastes
Damn.
like
Ruining that chance of
No,
sponsorships.
sorry.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I do. Sponsor my. Sponsor
half
my.
of it can be sponsored. I'll just shut up. Anyways, but today's episode is going to be more peak movies. The movies that we think are peak. We each pick 5, and we don't know which. I don't know what he's going to pick, and he doesn't know what I'm going to pick, and then we're going to have a lively discussion about it. And hopefully, we picked movies that we both have seen. Because last time I picked like 2 or 3 movies. That you
Yeah, last
haven't
was rough.
seen.
The last one was
time
rough. Yeah.
So that's the hard part about it, is making sure that you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've seen all the ones that I've picked, and I've probably seen all the ones that you've picked.
You've definitely seen all the
Okay.
ones that I picked because
Um,
we've watched them together for the
okay.
most part, except for one.
So let's get into, is that peak cinema? Go ahead, you can start.
Okay. First one, 1408.
Yes. Okay. So I had actually just watched that for the first time because, well, I know you said you wanted to go see Hokum, which I had seen. I'd seen that, and then I saw an interview with Adam Scott talking about the movie, and someone asking him like, what would be a good marathon or a double feature to watch with Hokum, and he was like, well, obviously you can't watch a movie like this and not connect it to The Shining. 1408 is also really good, and I was like, okay, my brother has been telling me to watch it for a while, and that kind of did me, and so I was like, oh fine, I'll just put it on.
Yeah.
Like I'll just put it on.
It was a
It's
surprisingly
great.
good movie.
It's really
Yeah.
good. It is really good and emotional.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I forgot that you had said that it's an emotional movie, and then once I got to that specific part that is like the sad part of the movie, it completely like
It
took me
yeah.
out. I was like,
broke me.
oh man. But yeah, so 1408. Go ahead. Since it's your pick, go ahead.
I mean, the premise of it is that it's this guy who he's made like a living off of going to places that are haunted,
Mhm.
quote unquote haunted,
Yeah.
and he stays a night in an inn that has a haunted room, and then he writes about it. And
Yep.
has like books, and I don't know why, but I'm remembering like postcards. Is postcards a part of it too, or was it just books? Like maybe he like takes a postcard from a hotel or
Postcards
something like
has
that.
to do with it. I think he just takes postcards. Or
Maybe.
something as,
I
like,
just vividly- I
memorabilia
haven't-
or something.
When did I tell you about the movie initially? Was it like
A year
half
ago.
a year ago,
Yeah,
something
maybe
like
half
that?
a
So
year
it's been
ago.
a minute since I've seen it, and I only
Yeah.
saw it the one time, but I just thought that it was a phenomenal
It's really
movie.
good.
And
It's
like,
great.
a pretty unique, other than like The Shining, obviously, and now Hokum, I guess, which I haven't seen, but
you'll love Hokum.
But, like,
It's
it was a
very
pretty-
similar to 1408.
it was a pretty unique concept in terms
Mm-hmm.
of it being. I mean, for the most part, it's a contained film. It all
It's
takes
contained.
place in the
I would
one-
say it's definitely contained, like kind of like Hokum, where it does have some parts. It's not like The Outfit,
Yeah.
where it literally takes place in one
room.
one or two rooms, but in like within the same building. It's a little different because we have like road establishing shots. We have other shots near the beginning to really like capture his job. But then once he's in the 1408 room, that he's there the entire time, and it is like an acid trip.
Yes,
That's like not in like a like
it's like
not mind bending.
it's
It's
like
like
a-
mind bending, but not like The Surfer with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
not
no,
that kind.
no,
of.
no. This is like a nightmare Groundhog Day, kind of.
yeah. That's not a
Where
bad way of putting
he
it.
like keeps recycling the same thing, and like So the idea is that he has to make it through like a certain period of time in the room or whatever, and it just keeps looping. And
Yep.
like the clock resets, or the clock is a countdown to his death, and then it
Uh-huh.
keeps recycling, and a bunch of crazy, as you said, acid trip shit
Yeah.
just happens.
Just
and it was
and
like
it builds up, but then there's like the one, not to get too, I mean, it's an older movie, so just go watch it, but like then there's the one point where everything literally just starts like crumbling down, and then
Yep.
like water pours out of the picture frame, and it just like everything just gets destroyed. It's really cool.
And like again, not to spoil too much of it, but there's also scenes where they like show people that lived in the room in the past,
Yes.
and like
That always kind of freaks me out.
Yeah. Though those scenes though were crazy, because then if I remember correctly, and again maybe it's just because it's been a minute, but like there was one specific person that in the past that was haunting that place that like kept doing it over and over and over
haunting
again. No, like kept doing the same act of like jumping out the window.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it happens like that, and each time it happens you're just like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
My
Well, there's the big lady that jumps out.
Yeah.
There's the one crazy I don't know if it was a hammer wielding guy that like
Mhm.
he can see him in like the TV reflection and whatever. But it's so like I was enthralled with it, because like is that the right word, enthralled?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I fuck up words all the time.
Yeah. It overts your
I
expectations.
know it overts your expectations. But no, I was like captivated though, because I love crap. What's his name? It's I know his sister. Actually, his sister is in one of the movies that I chose today.
Oh, cool.
Oh man, what's his name? I can't like. I know his name. Like I said, this is something that if you guys watch the podcast all the way through, you know that I suck like on the spot names.
I love the
Cusack. John, is it John Cusack? John Cusack.
Yeah, John Cusack.
Yeah,
That
John,
sounds
and then
right.
Joan Cusack is his sister.
Are they twins? Because if so, that's like a
I
perfect...
don't think so. Actually,
that's
I think she's might be older.
That's a perfect twin pairing name.
Joan and John.
Joan and
yeah.
John, yeah.
But I love John Cusack. Actually, I had a acting teacher in college that looked and sounded like just like him. But anyways, I love John Cusack. He's so good. I wish he was in more movies nowadays, but I think he's retired. I don't know if he's still doing work, but he's so good. The scene where so I love how the story actually cares about our characters, like what they're going through. Like we obviously know that there is something wrong with him and his relationship with New York and his wife, and there's obviously some sort of heartbreak there, and I like how they actually do incorporate that, and they don't just throw it in to give it character and then spend all of the time just making it a cool movie. Like they actually care about it, and then as soon as like there's that scene where he comes across his daughter within that room, I was like, oh, this is bad. And then he just starts like hugging her and just like apologizing, and just that scene was like, oh, I did not expect that, because I just totally forgot that you had mentioned that it was a sad movie. So that definitely got me. But it's just so good. Like it was just I think if there's one little thing that I could say, and it's not that I don't like it, I just wish that it was a little bit more answered. So spoiler, but at the end of the movie, when he gets reconciled, he and his wife reconcile, and they get back together, and they kind of move past that hump in their life. And then he's listening to his recorder that he was like recording himself speak, and he ended up recording like his actual daughter's voice. So, like that's such a cool like plot twist, but at the same time it's like, what does that mean? Like was she actually like, is the hotel a living like embodiment of souls, and they can actually like reach the human psyche? Like it's so interesting. You're smiling. Do you have like
I don't have like I just, you're talking about the part is making me remember it, and it's just reminding me how good this movie
exactly
is.
it's
like,
so cool.
so like I didn't have any like, oh well actually it's this. It's just me like, you're talking about it and I'm like replaying the scenes, and I'm like revisiting the moving as we're talking about it.
And I mean, sometimes a good ending doesn't need to like, you don't have to
there
think about it. Like you can just let it
Yeah.
be. But at the same time, it's just like, that's so cool. But they saved it for like the last 2 seconds of the movie. And like, that's crazy. Like I'm trying to imagine how the people in the theaters must have felt when they felt, because like seeing her in the room is already like, oh, whoa, this is crazy that the room, like it knows all this kind of stuff. But then at the very end, it shows that it was played. Like that is so cool. I think that is so cool to me. Like a really cool plot twist. And you know, I love like I love architecture. I love abandoned buildings. I like things that are stuck in time, like kind of like the 1408 room. Just like they go in there, they clean it up, they keep it all nice and alive, so that it doesn't, so that doesn't make no one questions anything about it. It just looks like it's a normal room, but they don't check anyone into it. I just like that kind of stuff. And I think that's why you'll love Hokum too, because Hokum is like takes place in this. The hotel that I stayed in, the Bowery
Yeah.
in New York. It's like that, just like this late 1800s, early 1900s like hotel. And they actually threw a party there that I got invited to, but I was like, I can't fly myself to New York for like one party. But they held a party for the movie at the Bowery, and that's like
really
kinda,
cool.
And then I saw the movie, and I was like, damn, I wish I went.
I wish
That
I
would
would
have
have
been
gone.
so freaking
That
cool.
would have been cool.
But yeah, 1408. It is honestly like sometimes people will recommend movies to me that are a little older, like they have some age, like around 20 years old, and they for the most part watched it when either it first came out or they've seen it 10 years ago, and at that time the movie was great but then didn't age well. This movie ages so freaking well.
So well.
Like it's so it just like it's so cool. I think it's so cool to me, and it is a contained film, and I love movies that can just tell a whole entire story within one room. I think it's great.
One 10-foot by 10-foot square.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the ending was really cool because like I feel like with a lot of paranormal movies or just like the talk of paranormal in general, it's more so like internalized.
Yeah.
Like there isn't proof that it actually happened. It could just be someone going through like a psychotic meltdown or something like that. I just the ending when they actually showed the voice recording, I was like, damn, okay, so that shit could be real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that could have actually happened.
Like that's crazy.
Damn. Not like in the real world, obviously, but like for the sake of
the story.
For like the sake of paranormal stuff.
It's like a Wendigo or something that like they can imitate. Not in this context, but like a Wendigo is this like creature in the forest that mimics the people that they had killed. And that's how they lure people in, as they mimic people that they know.
There's what's that movie? There's another one. I watched it on
I think I know you're talking about. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it's Netflix. I watched it on an airplane.
Oh,
so
okay. Because there is a movie
streaming
about
service
a Wendigo and like stealing the like. Isn't it like a group of people? It's like dark or into the dark.
What the hell is it called?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Movie. This one isn't on like the list, but
yeah, no, we don't have to talk about it. But I think I know what you're talking about. There are a couple movies that have gone into that, like
The Watchers.
Watchers.
That's the movie.
Let me see it. Oh yeah, that's M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's movie. Did you like it?
I loved it.
Oh, you did?
It's phenomenal.
I just heard so many shitty things that a couple of my friends have said when they watched it. So then I was just like,
the ending was
I don't want to waste my time.
The ending was a bit meh.
Oh, okay.
But like the movie itself, I thought was like really, really cool.
Okay.
It's I was gonna say it's also kind of contained, but not really. Do you care about spoilers for it then? No. So the idea is that there's this girl who's like traveling or whatever. She leaves the house that she's in, she goes into the forest and she like wanders her way in, and then there's like a house in the middle of the forest. Once you go into the forest, you can't leave. It's like protected by fairies or something that like they keep you there. You can't ever leave this forest. And she comes across like 4 other people that have been there for a long time or that are also travelers that just got there. And then the entire movie's about like the fairies luring them out of the house so that they can kill them or that they can whatever. And then the party of 4 tries to escape the forest.
Okay.
And it ends with the main character escaping. But like the whole premise of the movie was pretty cool. And like the depiction of fairies not being the little, not being like this little cute, twinkly little, Peter Pan-esque whatever that people think of when they think of fairies. These are like Faeries, like the demonic, like sinister, evil
where every
beings.
letter stands for another word. Fucking.
But yeah, it was a really cool movie. Not part of the list today, but I think it's definitely worth a watch at some point. Like don't go out of your way to watch it, but if you have like a free 2 hours, then sure.
Cool.
So what's your list?
I think we talked about, but go watch 1408. Great. Like, I mean, it's
I
put it off for too long. Like and then I was after seeing Hokum, I was like, I'm in a mood to watch another movie that's kind of like it. So I watched it. And so definitely watch it. But okay. first movie on my list. Well, actually, I guess okay. It won't be the first, but I guess we can talk about it because it's the one
Joan's
with
in it?
Joan Cusack. The School of Rock.
Mm.
Yes, or is it School of Rock or the School of Rock?
School.
I think it's just school. Is it just School of Rock?
I think Schoolhouse Rock, but isn't that like the
Schoolhouse Rock?
Schoolhouse Rock is the school
animated.
The animated. I think it's School of Rock.
I think it's just School of Rock. I want to get it right. School of Rock, but it is peak cinema. It's so good. Yeah, just School of Rock. Yep. School of Rock.
This is funny because this movie pairs in with.
Oh, really?
On my list.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So we're like bouncing back and forth.
Nice. This movie is like a childhood favorite of mine. I freaking love this movie so much. I think it's Jack Black at his most like absolute best acting wise, but also his Jack Black self. Like now he's just Jack Black.
Yeah.
But before he used to early in his career, he wasn't Jack Black. Like he was just this actor that was acting.
Jack Black's character. Yeah. Now he's the character of Jack Black.
Exactly.
It's like
so it was like this movie is the perfect. Whenever someone thinks of Jack Black, I think they automatically think of School of Rock.
Or the one that I have on my list.
Oh, is Jack Black in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the connection.
Yeah. But this movie the music is so.
It's phenomenal. It's so good.
Good. It's so freaking good. Also, fun fact about this movie: Mike White. I think that's his name. I just wanna.
And the rent was way past due.
School. Wow, I just really butchered that spelling.
This is so good.
I'm glad you like it.
I actually can't get past it. It's like,
what the fuck? Why is it like?
I've been obsessed with Mountain Dew for years. So now that there's one that isn't insanely unhealthy for me, that's awesome.
So yeah, Mike White. I did get his name White. I did get his name White.
He's widowy Mike White.
Yeah.
Widowy Mike White.
Have you seen The White Lotus? The show
White Lotus.
The White Lotus.
He's widowy in the White Lotus.
No, have you seen that show?
No,
okay. Well, he created that show.
Sweet.
Mike White, because he's also Schneebly in the movie. I think he wrote this movie. I think he wrote School of Rock.
I think he did too.
And then Richard Linklater directed it. He did recently he did Hitman with Glenn Powell on Netflix.
I don't think I've seen
that.
He
did Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before it was Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and then Before Midnight or something like that, like the Midnight trilogy or whatever, or Sunrise, whatever. And did you see Blue Moon? Mom and Dad had talked about it, and I watched it on the plane.
Oh, that was the one that I haven't
with the
seen
actor
that.
talking in the bar. Fantastic movie.
I'll have
like
to watch
seriously, that. Like it was just it's one of those movies that I just was like it drew me in the entire time and I loved it. Great script. But anyway, so he directed this movie and it's a classic. I mean, like I said, just amazing soundtrack. It might be the most like original movie soundtrack, like not score and not soundtrack in which they just take existing songs like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm talking about like the most original, like made for songs for the movie. It's it's so good, and it has an insane cast too. I mean, with Jack Black, Joan Cusack, and then Miranda Cosgrove. Just
I forgot she was in that.
Yeah, I know. It's so good. But and also, they're not. I think they do different things now as far as like jobs. But what's so cool is that two of the kids in the movie. So Marta. She was like the blonde, the braided blonde girl, and then the what's his name? The bigger, well, I don't want to say fat because he was a kid, but the fatter kid, Frankie. He had like a little mole on his face. They're married in real life.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I want to fact check that, but yeah,
I like how you went.
Caitlin Hale.
I like how you went from different jobs that they do and then mentioned marriage. Unrelated.
What? No,
you said these. There's a couple other people as well. They do different jobs and stuff. But like,
no, I just meant like I wanted to look up their names because they're not like actors now. Like they're not a lot of the people in the movie. They like did this one role and now they just like just do different jobs. But they got married in real life.
When you said that, I thought you meant like different jobs as in they were in other things.
Oh no, like
they were in
just
other
literally
movies.
different like career. Like they just do different things now. But yeah, they got married in real life in 2024.
Awesome.
So that's just like I wonder when they started dating, like if it was like 10 years after the movie came out, and then they just somehow, I think that's so cool.
Yeah,
though.
maybe.
But this movie is just so, I think Jack Black is hilarious in this film. I think it's such a, I don't know, it's just such a fun plot. Like, and as a movie that I grew up watching, it was just like, I always kind of wanted this teacher. Now, as you grow up, you realize like if your kids are in a class with this substitute teacher, you're going to be scared. But at the same time, it's a really just fun story about a teacher, you know, showing these kids his passion, and then they start realizing, you know, that this is also something that they want to do, and it's just, I don't know, it's so good. But I want to hear you talk about it more, because I've kind of been like,
I mean, I can't speak highly
Mhm.
enough about the movie. If there's one movie that like will revisit for nostalgia purposes, it's this
Oh,
one,
yeah.
like all the time.
but not just because it's nostalgia,
Oh,
because
no,
it's like a
but
great
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I just mean like it's something that always comes to mind.
Yep,
And,
exactly.
yeah, it always, for a very specific reason. Also,
Mhm.
this is unrelated, but still related to Jack Black. Did you see? I think he either like reposted it or posted it himself, but he commissioned somebody to paint him as Steve from the Minecraft movie.
Really?
So he's like sitting in a chair like this, looking at like the camera, or
Yeah.
like whoever's painting, and his hand is out, and he's in like this high resolution, like actual himself, not like
Yeah.
Steve from Minecraft, oil painting. And then there's a pixelated flame in his hand. It is the funniest, coolest painting. It's I'll
What does
look
the
it up.
flame have to do with Minecraft?
I think it's like a torch or something.
Oh,
Maybe I
okay.
don't know. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Did he look like how he looked in the movie, just like a human?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Which Minecraft 2 got greenlit a little bit ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So it's, I think they
I guess that's a
started
perfect
production.
segue.
I think they
But-
started production. That's pretty cool.
It looks like one of the
It
paintings
does
that
look
you
like
can get in
Oh,
Minecraft.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'll pop it up on screen if I can remember.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool painting. He's
but-
actually sitting in the chair just like this.
Oh, is he? Let me see
It's
it.
like almost identical to
Oh
these
yeah,
chairs.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think that is, because I think I remember seeing there's like a sideways skull in the background. I think it's actually him being like painted over
Oh, cool.
a painting that you could have gotten in Minecraft.
Cool.
Anyway,
But yeah.
I love this movie.
It's so
every
good.
like there are
It's so
parts of
good.
it obviously that are like very, very scary. If it were in like a real
Yeah,
life scenario,
but-
like
Exactly.
a random guy sneaks in as a substitute, gets all of your kids to go into a panel van and
Yep.
takes them on an unsanctioned field trip to a concert place
Yeah.
to perform. Like, sure, all of that is like, get him on some sort of list.
Well, then
But-
he makes the unhinged comment about how your kids have touched me in a way, like
Yeah.
whatever, and or I've like, and I'm pretty sure I've touched them too, or something, just something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And as a
Insane.
kid, I never understood that. Like, I would never understood why the parents started crying and like started getting so
Like
freaked out.
gagging
And he was
and
like,
throwing up. And,
"Oh, gotta go."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean the final scene of them all playing just like their instruments and singing, just the soundtrack of this movie is so freaking good. I
And-
wish, like, not saying I wish they made a sequel, but I wish they would make more movies like this. Like, just I don't know, like just a movie that understands. Well, one, I wish films still looked like this, just like this warm, inviting. Like everything looks so just like digital now, and there isn't like anything that feels alive, or like, I don't know. I just think that Jack Black was so at his peak. I think I still love Jack Black, but I think he is like far past his peak as far as like the kind of like performances that he would put in, because he was just so good.
And this might be a interesting take, but I actually think his peak in terms of like Jack Blackness,
Yeah.
like his character before
Uh-huh.
he started like taking it to
Yeah.
another extreme,
Yeah.
was Jablinski, when he did his YouTube channel.
Oh, the Jablinski games.
Jablinski
yeah.
Games. That I
might
think
be
might be
yeah.
his like turning point when it became
Definitely, as
more-
far as and like people started to know him more of just not. This is gonna sound mean because it's not how I mean it, but just almost like a joke. Not like a joke,
it's
but kind
he's
of
way
just
more
like,
animated about it.
when
now.
people think Jack Black, they just think like whoosha, or just something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just like that kind of stuff. And although he did that in the School of Rock, he did it in a much more like it wasn't
not forced.
it
way.
wasn't
was
like
natural.
Minecraft where
Yeah.
it was like what was the song that he sang?
La, 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 lava.
Lava, like exactly like that,
Steam.
yeah. Exactly, like that kind of stuff is like, it's funny. And I actually do I like the Minecraft movie. Like, I don't think it's anything
Yeah, no.
fantastic. I had a good time with it though. But definitely Jack Black has definitely gone down a very like kind of a path that I don't think he can come back from. I don't think Jack Black can
Yeah, I don't
get
know.
back to like
Honestly, though,
original roots,
if
which I
I'm-
don't think he needs to.
I don't think he cares either.
He doesn't. No.
I mean,
do you see his attire when he goes to premieres? Like
his
doesn't
kids and his kids are set for
care.
life.
Yeah, no, he
can
doesn't care. He's just having
and
fun now.
honestly, if I'm being truthful about it, I think he enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I as far as
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he does it because like he's stuck in not only being able to do that. I think he loves doing
no,
it.
I think it is honestly, and maybe it's like the opposite of how we're kind of describing it, where like he has become more animated because he feels like he needs to.
Mhm.
Maybe he just let the reins off or whatever, and this is how he always has been, and is now just showing it to everybody all the
he's
time.
like just
might-
not accepting it, but just kind of like what's the word? Embracing it. Yeah, embracing it. He's just kind of like, this is how I always were. But I don't know if it's because he was under better direction before. Like obviously Richard Linklater, one of the more, he made a movie over, what was it, 14 years with Boyhood, where he started filming it as the kid where it was a kid, and then 14 years later finished it, and now he's doing one where it's taking 20 years. Like he one of the more prolific directors out there. So I think he definitely was under better direction before, because he's worked with some pretty great, like Nancy Meyers. I mean, he's actually I don't think she directed. I think she wrote.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely the case though, where like I do think that it's because people are, I feel like directors are leaning into him because of the gimmick, and not because but like they're leaning into it because of the gimmick and not because of Jack Black.
Yeah.
Because didn't he play I don't know why I'm spacing on the character's name, but he played the robot in Borderlands, right?
Oh
why
am I forgetting
why am I forgetting the character's name? I
know.
love Borderlands.
I forget.
But yeah, the little robot. Like I feel like that, I didn't even see the movie, to be honest.
I've heard it's absolute shit.
Yeah, I heard it was awful, so I didn't even see it. But like knowing how that character is in the game, I understand why they cast Jack Black as the character, because the character itself is just innately
annoying,
goofy, and annoying, and like 110%.
That casting I liked. Like I remember people were like, "Oh, Jack Black," and I was like, "No, this is like
it makes sense.
Like he sounds like an annoying robot that knows everything. Like that's just like who he is."
I guess I'm just getting at, like, I feel like in recent years he's definitely been more typecasted rather than like Jack Black casted. He's been 100%. Cast because of his exuberant,
like him
animated emotions.
What I will say is like him playing Bowser, at least he's not like Seth Rogen, in which Seth Rogen's a little bit egotistical about like when he voices a character, like when he was but like when they brought the idea of him playing Donkey Kong for Super Mario, he was like, I'll do it, but I am not changing my voice for anything. Like I am not doing that. So then he literally was just Seth Rogen, and like that kind of attitude I don't like when it comes to like casting animated and voice acting performances, because like if you're gonna be that like stuck up about it, like you can make it like at least Jack Black, he sounded like Jack Black. He still had his witty humor, but he also did like deepen his voice to like sound a little bit more
and he amplified
like Bowser. And but yeah, and definitely is getting typecasted. I mean, like singing original songs for movies like Lava Chicken or Prince or Peaches or whatever. Peaches, I'm excited to see what the next song is going to be for Minecraft 2.
Yeah,
but definitely typecasted. But
he also did like covers for almost every Kung Fu Panda, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Well, he is. Yeah, he did.
Well, he's a musician, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah,
but
no,
like,
he was a musician before he was an actor.
Shout out to Tenacious D.
Yeah, Tenacious D. Yeah, so
another good. Well, the Pick of Destiny. That's another good movie.
Oh yeah.
Not on the list, but that isn't the one that I was referencing.
But just I think School of Rock, like as far as I'm concerned, like yes, I think Jack Black, as far as like how he is now, was definitely like which Jablinski Games. I can't believe that is like almost 7 years old.
Dude, I feel
fucking weird.
I feel old.
Like it's weird. That was like prime Fortnite. That was just like the good times.
Dude, when he did the PewDiePie collab for Minecraft and played Minecraft, that was like as peak as YouTube I think will ever get from him.
I know. I don't know.
It's all been downhill from there.
It really has. It's like as far as I'm like obviously we're putting this on YouTube and I'm trying to expand YouTube. YouTube's not YouTube anymore.
No.
Like they got rid of the YouTube rewinds because literally no one is freaking interesting on it. Like seriously, no one. Like there isn't.
Well, they got rid of the rewind like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Movie reviewers, they're cool, they're fun, they have good inputs, but they're not like they're not like, I don't know. Like I'm a movie reviewer, so I think I can say it, but it's just like it's not like, I don't know, YouTube Rewind was always about just like the craziest kind of like people that are like as popular at that time and were like changing the game, and just it really fell down. I think they got rid of it in 2020. I think because that was like the worst YouTube Rewind ever, and it's because
I think it went down in history as the most disliked YouTube video ever.
And that's why they got rid of the dislike button.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't get rid of the dislike button, but they got rid of the option to see it. I think you can turn it back on now, but they got rid of it because they did not. They were like, ooh, we can't have this. But then they stopped the YouTube rewinds, and like I miss the era of like people posting their videos on I got diamond play button. I think PewDiePie kind of ruined that, because not in a bad way, but just like I think ruined people's like excitement for people getting diamond play buttons, because he has like what is it, like the 100 million subscriber play button that's like customized for him.
He had the, and you know what, fun cool fact whatever about PewDiePie, and this is not like something that isn't known, he just doesn't care about any of that stuff.
Oh, I know he doesn't. He doesn't even do content anymore.
Well, I love the content that he does do.
Isn't it just like it's like days in his life?
It's basically family videos.
Yeah, and that's like, awesome. He doesn't need money,
but he does it in a way that like it's still engaging for the audience. So it works on two ways.
Yep.
It works as like a time vault for recording his kid and like the life of his kid, but also still being a content creator.
Exactly.
Because it's still catered to an audience that would want to watch it.
I think it's great. I really do.
Which is really cool. But he doesn't care about any of that. Like I'm pretty sure he gave away his diamond play button. He either sold or also gave away
his ruby play button or whatever.
His like ruby play button, which was like,
it also came with little ones.
There was one in between that though. Then so he gave away that one.
He got the fist.
That was the ruby, but then there was one for like 50 million, I think, in between. That was
was the ruby 120 million, or was that?
No, I think the big ruby, like the fist one, I think that was 100 million. But
oh really?
I think so. And
whoa,
then
I feel like he got that like 5 years ago.
But there was another one in between those two. It was the diamond, that one, and then the one in between was like this black diamond with a red a YouTube logo in the center.
That's
and
the
that
newest
one. That one broke.
That's the newest
the
one.
red diamond in it fell out.
Which by the way, I think that thing looks fucking ugly.
Yeah,
I hated that. The black diamond play button.
It was
like,
very iffy.
They could have done it without the red in the middle, and could have done like I don't know, like a
it's just because of YouTube
thing. Well,
the red logo, but so he doesn't care about any of that. Like he's at like, if there is any human being that I want to like aspire to be when I grow up, it is him.
Yeah,
he is like ultimate dad status. In terms of like, dude, he cares so much about his family.
Yep,
all he cares about.
Yep.
All he cares about is his family.
I know, it's awesome.
It's incredible.
It's cool. I like how he can
Shout
just kind of live life. I like how he can just like live life without, because like he could easily still be in the spotlight and people talk about him, but he just makes it. He like makes it so that it does, like he is. It's like people just don't talk about him anymore, which is great, because he doesn't care about it, and he has all the money in the world. Like he just travels the world with his family. He has a kid now. It's great. Now we're back on topic.
yeah. Let's get back to Jack Black.
But well, I think we can. What was your next?
We'll still
movie?
be on Jack Black.
Yeah. What was your next movie?
Nacho.
Oh yeah, Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because that movie came out in like 2006 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I vividly remember my dad. I had to go to the dentist, so I had the day off of school. Went to the dentist, and then he was just like, "What do you want to do for the rest of the day?" And I was like, "Let's go see Nacho Libre." And he was like, "Sure." So we just went to the theater in the middle of like a Wednesday or something.
It's so good. Same director as Minecraft.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool.
What's his name? I can't think of it. Also Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Great movie.
But anytime
it's a classic.
Anytime I think about it, get that corn out of my face.
I know. I was just thinking that. I don't even think it's a bad movie. Like I think
it's awesome.
I don't even think it's like a bad comfort. Like it's a nostalgia comfort movie, but it's bad, or a guilty pleasure. Like I genuinely think it's just a good movie. Like I think it's hilarious.
Also,
like the scene where he eats the raw egg and he starts choking on it, and then he just like He just dives with the big fart, giving him a boost.
Yeah.
It's so stupid,
It's
but
so
it's
good.
just so funny.
It's so good.
It's like stereotypical, like sound fart 2 or something.
Sound fart too. But like another reason, what reminded me of the movie when I was making the list, and what is my phone doing? There we go. It like got rid of my home screen. It just showed my wallpaper with no apps.
That's Apple doing weird shit.
But the reason I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna add this to the list so we can talk about it. Have you seen the TikTok edit of Nacho Libre? That was interesting. Have you seen that? You know how like for like certain characters in movies they'll do like the hyper edit with let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll save the video so I can put it on the video too, but this is it.
Oh yeah.
I love those edits are so cool.
I have seen edits like that. Yeah, those are taken over TikTok.
Yeah, I know.
But
no complaints. It's awesome.
Oh,
especially if it's Nacho Libre.
It's such a fun movie. I think the movie also makes food look good. Like love
the color grading.
The color grading is great, but the scene where he slides toast underneath the door, even that looked delicious to me. Like just the sound of it and then him eating it. Just like, or when he crumbles up the tortillas and everything looked good. Or the corn looked great with like the feta and the tahini on it. Yeah, it's just everything.
It's so good.
Looks so good in this movie, and it's hilarious. It's just that's a good pick. That like peak cinema for sure. Like I mean, as far as just like there is such thing as like stupid movies that are just like stupid, like the wrong kind of stupid where they just don't land. But unfortunately, I think Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite, I feel like those are kind of movies that just like you can't show to new audiences. Yeah. They just won't appreciate it. Like I remember in high school, so this was like 7 or 8 years ago or something like that. It was like Halloween or something, and they wanted to watch a funny movie, and I was like, let's put on Napoleon Dynamite, and they were like, what? And I was like, Napoleon Dynamite, you don't know? And like only me and Zach knew it. Kohler, he was the only other person that knew it. And I was like, you guys have not seen Napoleon Dynamite? And they didn't even know what it was. So we put it on, and me and Zach are cracking up, having a great time watching it, and everyone's just not enjoying it. It's like, what is wrong with you? He just got hit in the face with a steak. Like, this movie's hilarious.
I love how for the last 2 episodes of the podcast, last one you were like, yeah, so friends over for Halloween, we didn't know what to watch, so we watched a scary movie. We were like, oh, let's put on Thriller. They didn't know what Thriller was.
Oh,
and this time around, you were like, this time you were like, yeah, I had friends over for Halloween. We wanted to watch
I'm not friends with most of them anymore.
We want to watch something funny, and they didn't know what Nacho Libre was.
Hey, that's what a movie guy's job is showing people stuff and then they don't know what it is. Yeah. Except for Thriller, most of them knew what it was. So
well, I mean, I thought you said they didn't know the video though.
The video they didn't. Yeah. The song they knew. But yeah, no. People are so uncultured.
They didn't know Thriller. They didn't know Nacho Libre. How do you not? Yeah. How do you grow up?
Yeah, exactly.
And not know Nacho Libre in that era?
It's like the same people that didn't watch SpongeBob because their parents. I don't
trust people that didn't grow up on SpongeBob.
I think that's so like, come on.
How?
But yeah, no. Nacho Libre is so good. It's hilarious. It's a classic. It's just like. It's one of those ones I could just like put on and just have a great time.
Always laugh.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm forgetting the director's name, but yeah, he did Napoleon Dynamite. He did this. Obviously he did Minecraft, and he's doing a Minecraft movie too. I think he has a very particular, and that's why no one liked Minecraft. If this Minecraft movie came out in the Nacho Libre era, they would have ate it up. Like they would have loved this movie. Like that's why I think I like it, is because we know what to expect. Same guy that did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. But yeah, I think that's a good segue into my next pick.
Oh, another segue?
Oh,
or
sorry.
You just mean like we just finished the conversation?
That one. Yeah,
I was about to say, I was like, dude, our lists.
Let me look at my list.
Our lists are.
I might have a good segue.
Like in tandem with each other.
No.
Nothing about corn. Nothing about masked wrestlers.
No.
Nothing with Jack Black.
No. But okay, this next one.
Or churches.
I think you've definitely seen it, because I know we went to the theater to see it, but you might have only seen it once.
Okay.
So but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
okay. So yes, it's just every single time I rewatch it.
I think we did we talk about it in a past episode?
I don't. Did we watch it? Did we talk about it in a peak episode? I don't know.
I don't. I remember watching it again recently. Maybe I just did for the sake of watching it.
Because I don't think we
Brad Pitt,
watched it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we watched it for the show.
Maybe I rewatched it for like. Did you? We're side tangenting here. Maybe you did a video on it.
Maybe
on your main channel a while ago, and that's when I rewatched it. But no, I love that movie.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah,
movie.
no, it's great. It's so good.
Yeah.
Every single time, it's like nearly 3 hours. I mean, this is Quentin Tarantino's last movie, not his last movie, but the movie he made last.
Was that the movie where Brad Pitt made fun of him at the award show?
I think that
or
was...
no, that couldn't have been. That was no, that was definitely.
Was it for Inglourious Bastards? Because that's the only other movie that Brad Pitt made. I think.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think of what movie.
I think it was for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because he won a lot of awards for his performance. He won the Oscar.
I just remember Brad Pitt going, someone like, oh, I just want to thank the casting. Someone's feet.
Yeah.
Someone's feet.
Well, he called out Quentin Tarantino. He was like, Quentin Tarantino's love for feet or something like that. And Quentin Tarantino did not like that. He was just joking around with him. But he does. He has almost in every single one of his movies. He
casted himself in
a
movie
to suck Salma Hayek's toes. Well, to lick liquor off of them or whatever. Yeah. I know. Well, he wrote that movie and then he wrote his character.
Yeah.
To be cast at he's a little he's a quirky king.
A little freak.
But yeah. But I think it was for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because Brad Pitt was like he was winning a ton of awards for that performance, which such a good performance. I mean, like I've rewatched this movie maybe 10 times, maybe more. Every single time I watch it, it is just such one of the like most perfectly paced films ever. It's nearly 3 hours, and I think it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that, and it just goes by so quick. And I've mentioned this before that it's like the reason it goes by so quick is because, well, one, there isn't like it. Yeah, there is a plot, but it's not your conventional traditional plot where it's like there's point A, point B, and point C. We're kind of following our character as just like things happen. Like he's on set, he's performing for this movie, or Rick Dalton, which is I think that's Leo's character, and then it's oh crap, what's Brad Pitt's character's name? Anyway, he's his stunt double. And we just see, Cliff Booth. Cliff Booth is the, Cliff Booth is the stunt double because they're doing the Adventures of Cliff Booth that's going on Netflix. That's directed by David Fincher, which it's a direct sequel to this movie. And I don't know how I feel about it because it has like a totally different like vibe to it than Quentin Tarantino's vision. But anyways, I think this movie is just so awesome. I think the cinematography is great. The writing is so crisp and the acting is so good. I think it's one of Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance. I think it is Brad Pitt's best performance. I think he just plays a dude so well. Like just like he just plays a guy so freaking well. He's also at like one of his best physiques, I think, in film. He's hot in this movie. He is so hot.
I mean, I guess you can also kind of pair this with the first one we talked about because you mentioned it being like an acid trip. Because the end of the movie literally was an acid trip.
Yeah,
that's the cigarette.
That scene is crazy. Yeah. I love that scene. Always just like boosts a little bit of adrenaline in me.
The way he like clicks to get the dog to do it. Oh my god, the
badass. I know, it's so cool. Ugh. That scene is gruesome. Like when and I love how in this movie there are so many prolific actors that were like, I don't want to say nobodies because they weren't nobodies, but they were like, this is the first movie that they were in. Sydney Sweeney played one of the hippies. Crap. I always do this thing. It's like a terrible thing. Sydney Sweeney, Austin Butler.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
And then is it the girl from Noire?
Yes.
Was it also her?
She was in it. Crap, what's her name?
I'm not good with that.
Why do I do that? I'm just gonna like look up the cast.
Wait, Sydney Sweeney was?
Yes, she didn't. She had like one speaking line, and this was even before Euphoria, or it was like right around Euphoria. Time in Hollywood cast: Margaret Qualley, Margot Robbie, Dakota Fanning, Austin Butler, Mikey Madison, Maya Hawke, Sydney Sweeney, Victoria Pedretti, and Julia Butters.
It was this movie then, because I vividly remember him saying Margot Robbie's feet in his speech. Yeah.
So
So it was for this movie.
But like, did you just hear all those names?
Yeah.
All of those names were in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as not their first performance, but like
early
castings. Like Dakota Fanning, she's been around for a long time, but has only recently been like getting back into bigger roles, and just like so many. I mean, I know Sydney Sweeney like is controversial right now or whatever. I don't care about that kind of stuff, but like so many just like huge names in one movie. Like if there's one thing that Quentin Tarantino knows what to do is cast a film. Like he's not the casting director on the film, but he definitely, as the director, he has a lot to say.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, getting back to that scene with Austin Butler and like the final, I love how okay, so Quentin Tarantino has done this within a couple of his films, but he basically changed the trajectory of history. So like in Inglourious Bastards, he changed it so that he could kill Hitler. In this movie, he changed it so that oh crap, I hate doing this. Stone.
He puts himself on the spot all the time.
I know.
And always fucks it up.
I hate it. I hate it. Sharon Tate. I was thinking Sharon Stone, but it's Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate, how he changes the story of her and how instead of like the Marilyn Manson, the Manson gang, instead of them going to her house to kill her, they accidentally go to Rick Dalton's house and then get absolutely obliterated by Cliff Booth. I just love how he just like changed the story as an apology, as like you should have lived the life that like you deserved as this up and coming actress. She was pregnant. Just like I love that. Like say all you want about Quentin Tarantino, and because he is an asshole. I mean, he's a douchebag, and he definitely has some opinions that should just stay opinions and that he doesn't say. But I think as far as making a film, he is so like he knows what he's doing. Like he knows how to tell an authentic, original story, and he knows how to make it his own. Because like he can make a movie literally where he killed Hitler and people will love it, which is good. I mean, I wasn't saying that in a way that like people shouldn't, but the fact that he can change history and make it seem like a historically accurate film, but it's not, is so cool to me.
So this is just going back to, we were talking, so behind the scenes, Cameron and I are like, we talk about watches a lot.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking more about it. I saw that Jacob & Co., which is a company that will probably forever be out of my price range. But
Really?
they made Jacob & Co. is expensive, dude.
Is it?
Like very expensive.
Oh, okay.
They made I don't know if it was a limited or a one of for Quentin, but look at this watch that they made inspired by Quentin.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that thing cool? It's so cool.
What is inspired by him?
Like the side of it kind of looks like a camera. I'm assuming that's what it was or something. I don't know.
It looks like maybe like a film reel or something like that, or like the inside of a camera. That is cool. It's really
a cool watch. I don't know exactly.
Now that we're speaking of watches, just real quick, because we can also put it up on screen, but Francis Ford Coppola wanted to have this watch made by this prolific, insanely just well-known just watchmaker, and he had this concept about a hand.
Oh, is it this
fingers? One? Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll pop the picture up. Well, you can explain it.
What's the watch's name?
It doesn't have. It's FP Journe, is the company that made it. I don't know if it has an actual name. I just typed in Francis Ford Coppola watch.
Okay.
Apologies if you can hear the people discussing stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Which apparently you can half the time, but they're actually being
we just say it out of courtesy. Hate us all you want. Let's see. I'm just trying to.
Wait,
it's such a cool story.
What the hell? Wait, okay. I don't know if this is real, but Mark Zuckerberg is wearing the watch.
That's a different watch.
It is different. Maybe it was remade.
Maybe it was like it was because it's like one of one. So yeah, the story is that so the one of a kind FP Journe watch, it was displayed in New York in December And he spent 120. Francis Ford Coppola spent 120 million of his own money on his film Megalopolis or Megaflopolis, which grossed 14.4 million dollars. So yeah, it was a flop. And he had this watch. It was a custom $1 million watch, and he sold it. And I'm trying to figure out how much he sold it for. I don't think he sold it for much. I think he sold it.
Wasn't it a gift from FP Journe too? So you can't even put $1 million price tag on it. It's a piece unique that he didn't pay for initially. So
Francis Ford,
unless he did actually pay for it, but I thought you said it was like a gift from FP Journe.
I think it was, but you can still sell that stuff.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, eventually you can.
He sold it. So FP Journe FFC prototype watch, which was the watch that was given to him, he sold it for $10.8 million. So he didn't like make fucking any. He made like he didn't even make back how much it made in the theaters. Like
that's
he just
insane.
like, I mean, $10.8 million for a watch is amazing, but he'll put it up on the screen for you. It's an awesome watch.
It's really cool.
It's really cool.
But maybe that's the difference, where the piece unique is the prototype that he had, and the one that I just saw the picture of Mark Zuckerberg wearing was the production one.
I didn't. If that might be true, because
and that's why it's called the FCC,
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, or is it FFC?
FFC.
Okay.
FFC. Yeah. Francis Ford Coppola. What's so unfortunate about that watch is that it actually like the concept of it like kind of coincides with like the crazy nature of Megalopolis. Like just like I don't know, like I don't know. It like the way that time is being told differently through this watch is the same exact way that Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis was told, with how time is just. But unfortunately, it was just a very shit movie. But the watch is
gorgeous.
It's so cool. It's so awesome.
It is very.
So let's see. I just want to get more information on it because it's so awesome. I want to know how it was like, how the dial worked. Oh yeah. So let's see. Work together to figure out how a hand could be used to indicate 12 hours. How do you get 12 digits out of 5 fingers? 9 years and many conversations later, Journe presented Coppola with the finished watch at roughly the same time filming for Megalopolis was getting underway in 2021. The FP Journe FCC prototype indeed features a black-treated titanium hand inspired by a 16th century prosthetic designed by French surgeon Ambrose Pierre. It's P-A-R-E, Ambrose Pierre, which tells the time via the fingers and thumb extending or retracting in a set of sequences that indicate different hours, while the minutes are determined by a white rotating ring around the open work dial's perimeter. All set in a 42mm platinum case, Journe made a similar prototype watch for himself, while a third was crafted with a blue titanium hand and included in the 2021 only watch auction for charity, where it fetched 4.5 million Swiss francs. Journe has since sold a small number of a production version of the prototype watch to private clients for roughly 1 million each.
Wow.
That latter number became the basis for the estimate of Coppola's watch, which the filmmaker wore when Megalopolis premiered at Cannes in May 2024. We priced it in line with what the retail price would be if someone tried to buy a new piece. Botros tells The Hollywood Reporter, "We don't know how the market will price Coppola's watch, so we adopted the same strategy when we sold Paul Newman Rolex. We're going to let the market decide, but we know it's worth at least $1 million. Newman's 1968 Rolex Cosmograph Daytona sold at Phillips in 2017 for $17.8 million. Setting a new record for a vintage wristwatch that has not yet been broken." So I think that is a little.
The Cosmograph is pretty cool too. I just looked it up.
That is cool. So I think like, so Francis Ford Coppola, we kind of like got off like the rails with that one, but it is an interesting story because Francis Ford Coppola. Well, I mean, this is kind of a wine podcast. We just haven't drank wine, but Francis Ford Coppola.
We're talking about watches.
If you drink,
this is a wine podcast.
If you drink casual wine, you probably know of the Francis Ford Coppola wine.
Mm-hmm.
He's made like director's cut. He's made a couple wine varietals. But he sold his wine company to fund Megalopolis because that was like a passion project that was like basically like thought of like 40 years prior to it coming out. So he funded it himself, and then it absolutely failed, and then he had to sell this watch that was I'm pretty sure it was given to him, I think, or maybe he did buy it for $1 million, but I think it was a gift to him. And to sell it, I just think is just so one, it makes sense why he did, because he
had to.
He had to, but also that's just how he was with money.
Yeah.
He sold his wine company so that he could make this movie. Just like, I think that's, I don't know. I would not be able to let a watch like that go. I think it's just has so much. I mean, obviously, if you need the money, then, you know,
you got to do what
I
you
guess you have
but...
to, but it's such a cool watch. Anyways, that was just a little interesting story because I love that watch and I love the story behind it. But we'll get back to the movies. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood it's so good. It's so fun. I love Quentin Tarantino's direction. I like how he can go about crafting a story that changes the trajectory of history and what we know about history and kind of make it its own thing, to sort of rewrite history if he could. Like, if he could have it how, you know, life should, he would, you know, he would want it to be that way, so he makes movies based off that. And I think it is a delicacy of a movie. I think people give too much hate on this movie. I don't understand the hate.
I don't get it either.
I really don't understand how The Hateful Eight. That's also another Quentin Tarantino movie that people put a lot of hate on. But I think it's one of his best. I think it's like, I don't know. It has to be. I think it's in like my top 3 Quentin Tarantino. I think it's in my top 3. It's so freaking good.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. I mean, I guess I can understand hate towards Quentin specifically. I don't know how people could hate the movie though.
No, I don't understand either.
I don't know.
I just don't think
weird
people just don't have, like, I don't know, the ability of being able to grasp the concept that a movie can be something totally different than what you're used to. Like, no, it's not a conventional story. It's, you know, it's following 2 characters and we're going back and forth to, you know, what makes their character this and what makes their character that. And it's just so good. And then it wraps up so beautifully well at the very end with that like crescendo of violence and just like that Quentin Tarantino, because that scene is crazy. He smashes Austin Butler's like jaw,
flamethrower into the pool,
the flamethrower on Mikey Madison, and then there's he throws the dog food at Mikey Madison's nose. It breaks. Then he grabs this blonde girl, and then just like picks her up and just smashes her face into the fireplace. Like, that scene is disgusting. Just like hearing her like gruesome. Gurgle on the blood and just her skull get crushed in is just like, it takes this non-violent movie. Like, there are a couple like violent scenes because Quentin Tarantino really knows how to direct violence. Like when he punches the hippie guy for slashing his tires, like that scene is like
his laugh.
Yeah.
It's so
I know. Well, and Brad Pitt's laugh when he's like high and just like
yeah.
No, it was dumber than that. Rex.
Yeah. That's funny.
Such a good scene. But yeah, we'll move on to your next pick. But love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it's a very overhated movie. It's a masterpiece. It's great. What's your next movie? We're on your
this will be my third. Yeah, this will be my third.
second.
So yeah, that was your second. Let's stick to movies though, because now all I want to do is talk about watches.
Okay.
Knowing.
Oh yeah. Knowing is really good. I think we have a very similar opinion about the ending of the movie. Kind of like, it's like
the ending wasn't my favorite.
No,
but it also was kind of like I kind of get it, but like
it was kind of just I think it was
not in the sense of like I don't understand the ending, but like
no,
I see why it ended that way.
I think it was just kind of, I don't know, the ending seemed just a little too, like, the whole movie itself is a movie about the end of the world, and it's a really creepy movie. I mean, it's like, I don't even know if it's considered a horror movie, but it's genuinely like scary. I remember watching
it's just
this,
like a psychological thriller.
I remember watching this as a kid and just being like, especially the scene where the kid's having a nightmare and the whole forest is on fire. There's like deer running on fire, and then there's the guy in the corner telling him to look outside, like, this is what the world's about to look like, follow me. And it's just, or like one of my not I won't say one of my favorite scenes of all time. It's not, but it's just such a great, underrated, just horrifying depiction of violence. The plane crash scene is
Dude,
absolutely insane. I've seen people complain about
terrifying.
how the CGI hasn't held up, but I was like, what?
What are you talking about?
Like maybe some of the fire looks a little bit too perfect in some scenes, but like for the most part, that plane crash scene where it's like thunderstorming, raining, and the guy looks up in the sky and like complete horror and shock, and then this plane just comes down, taking out the electrical lines and then blowing up, and then we see people running on fire. That scene like forever changed like the just I remember watching that for the first time and being frightened. It was just so scary. Like that is just I love that scene so much. There's a lot of scenes like that in this movie, like the subway scene where it like gets off the tracks and
Derails
how was this movie PG-13? Like
that I don't know.
Like this movie, like that scene with the subway, like people were getting literally smashed and blood was splattering all over. Like it is
the
such
swearing
a good
was
movie.
limited, so they
exactly.
kept it in
They
PG-13.
yeah, exactly. But no, I love Knowing. I've recommended it to my audience on TikTok like many times. Like I really do think it is a like underrated gem. I do agree with some people saying that the ending is bad. Like I wouldn't say the ending's bad, but it definitely takes me out of the rest of it because I love I love a movie that has like that mystery aspect where we're like figuring out like what happened years and years and years ago. You know, we have this little girl that was being told all these secrets and was writing out every single historical disaster that happened every single year after, and
then when they took away her paper and she started to scratch it into the desk.
Well, into the desk, and then when they found her in the closet with like her nails all like again, how is this movie rated PG-13? I don't get it. It's so gross, but it's so good. This kind of like falls under that same. Even though I would argue that 1408 is arguably a better movie, like in a writing standpoint
Overall,
but I think as far as premises go, they're like very similar to me. Like just a movie that's just like this is awesome. Like you haven't seen a movie like this before. Like this is so cool. I think Nicolas Cage he's really good in it. Like he's not just his normal goofy Nicolas Cage self.
Looking for clues.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for clues. But I just think it's also a very like it's emotional too because I do find the end of the world, like the concept of the world ending, a very like jarring and scary one, but also a beautiful idea of just like how in a time of like pure certainty that the world's ending, it's like the last opportunity you get to really come together as a family or the last moment to really reconcile with people. So the scene where he like hugs his his kind of estranged father and his sister, and then they just get obliterated. Like I think that is just I don't know, that scene is haunting, but also just like kind of I don't know.
I also kind of liked how what were you gonna say?
Nothing. No. I was gonna say I don't want the world to end, but just like the concept.
I thought you were about to say you don't want to spoil it in case anybody hasn't seen it, but it's been out forever, so soon.
Well, no, and I had already just spoiled it. So
yeah, but I like the fact that the end of the world was a scientific type thing.
Yeah,
how like we were getting way too close to the sun, and the solar flares is what's gonna kill us because it rapidly heated the Earth. I thought that was really cool. That it wasn't just some sort of like a blip that caused it.
No,
I like how it was actually like scientifically focused.
Exactly,
and, like, it was just coming to an end. Type thing.
Exactly.
And I thought again the ending it could have been better in the sense of keeping things vague or more mysterious. But I also thought it was kind of like the world like kind of like a phoenix, how it rises from its ashes.
Yeah,
how they're starting again on a new Eden.
Yeah,
kind of
what
thing.
I don't like is how the kids they just I don't know if it was the performances or the writing.
It was probably the performances,
but they for some reason were like robotic and just had like we have to go now. Like, why are you fucking talking like this? Like, you were just normal like 2 seconds ago. Like, I think that is also what pulled me out of it because it really seemed like they were being entranced by these alien creatures. But also, I think it's kind of like the Adam and Eve kind of idea of like now we're starting over.
Yeah,
and how whatever the arc. They brought two of each. One of each gender and of one race, and they brought them all to this new world. So it's kind of like, okay, so we are like restarting, but it kind of leaves it open ended, and because like obviously it's a whole new world with just fields of grass and like whatever. I think there's like a big tree in the scene or something like that. But like, I don't know. I think the ending was definitely a bit just like
It was a bit much.
pulled
Like,
out of like the
yeah.
rest of the movie. Like this is now a sci-fi movie. Well,
Yeah.
the whole movie was sci-fi-esque, but not really. Just
Mm.
kind of followed a plot that, you know, the world's not actually ending, but we have this huge thing. Also, at the very beginning of the movie, when he's like at college and he's a professor, Luke Hemsworth is one of the
Oh, really?
students. Yeah,
I didn't know
I
that.
think
That's
it's
cool.
Luke. I think it's Luke Hemsworth. He's
That's
just
funny.
one of the students there, and I was rewatching it maybe like a year ago or something. I was like, oh, I forgot Luke Hemsworth is in this movie.
That's funny.
But yeah, Knowing is great. This is one that I always recommend to my audience. Just like it's creepy. I
Mhm.
mean, like it's just like
And I feel like it's a movie that, especially nowadays, is just one that goes under everybody's radar. Like they unironically don't know about Knowing.
yeah, exactly.
So
do you know about
it's-
Knowing? Have you heard the good news?
there's cookies.
Yes, there's cookies.
It's kind of like the, what is it? I think it was a Regular Show reference. You got to be in the know to know, you know?
Yeah,
Was that from Regular
you
Show?
gotta be in the know. You know.
You gotta
Yeah, I
be in
think
the know
so.
to know, you know? But yeah, it's a very good movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
obviously.
great.
Oh, it's on my list, so
It's on
I
your
obviously
list, but
think
yeah,
it's a
no,
really good movie.
I
so.
agree. As far as the ending goes, I do think that I think it's peak for what it is because I really do like
Yeah,
it. Like
if you
it's
want to
not
watch
like-
it, just watch it
Yeah.
until the last like 5 minutes and then shut it
Yeah,
off.
it's not like a movie that I remember loving when I was a kid, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, I'm gonna pretend that I still like this. Like I do like it every single
Yeah.
time I rewatch it. I was like, this is just like it's a good movie. I really like it. But yeah,
What's
so
even crazier is that I don't think that I've seen the movie since I saw it in the theater when it came out.
really,
And I still have this like, maybe I've seen it one time since then, but like still relatively close to when it came out. So like
okay,
maybe I saw it in the theater and then once when it came out on DVD. But even that was like what?
years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
And I still remember this movie to the T.
Yeah.
Like almost every scene. It was such a good one.
It's a good movie, so definitely watch that one. That's a good pick. All right, so we're on to me. So we're on my third movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you've seen this one
Okay.
because we saw it together recently, not like within the last like couple months, but we have seen it recently. Old Boy. Yes.
Yeah. We saw that in Ann Arbor, right?
Yes, because
And,
it was at
it was at
the
the
one of the
older
state
the older
theaters.
theaters. Yeah, that was a really
It is. That
Dude.
was the first time I had seen it.
oh my god, that
Yeah.
dude, the
ending
ending
is
oh
crazy.
my god.
Yeah, so for those who don't want to get spoiled, like it is one of the craziest plot twists of all time. So go watch the movie if you haven't.
yeah, pause it, come back to the episode.
because we do
go
need
watch
to talk
it.
about it because we can't like talk about Old Boy and not talk about just all of this movie
The
just being
insanity,
crazy
dude.
because the ending is like one of just like pure just ugh,
Vile, just
just disgusting. Like
I
not-
almost vomited
Yeah.
in the theater.
it's
Like,
disgusting.
it was such a
But it's such a crazy concept too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so the movie is just, well, it's about this guy that I'm trying to remember, he's poor, right? And then he goes to this like to try and make money, and then he's locked in this room for years or something like that. Or I forget what it
It's
was.
something-
Or he oh yeah,
something-
no,
well,
because he's
was he imprisoned?
I don't think he
or-
was, or maybe he was just let out of prison or something. Like I know he was struggling because then
We love this movie so much we can't
he
remember how it
started.
starts.
I've only seen it once, but I think he started like losing it in like a laundromat or something, and then the police came and got him, and then I
Hmm.
think he got abducted to this room, and then he was there for years and years and years. But before that, he had sex with this woman, and then he was locked in this room for like 20 years, and then he gets let out on his own accord. And then just this whole entire movie was about getting revenge on the person that took his life away from him. And it's just
Okay, yeah. So I looked it up just to make sure. He was in prison for 15 years without knowing the identity of his captor or his captor's motive. When he is released, he finds himself trapped in a web of conspiracy and violence as he seeks revenge against his captor, who promises if he cannot find him within 5 days, the captor will kill himself and thus ensure that he never finds the truth behind his captor. So he was in prison for 15 years and then had 5 days to find who captured him.
It's crazy. I gotta rewatch it now because it is so freaking good. Like it's just crazy. Like the way the movie was shot is just
genuinely it was a breathtaking experience.
Oh,
but
yeah.
also the end of the movie.
I'm surprised I never got that ending spoiled for me.
Me
Like,
neither.
I'm happy that
yeah.
I didn't, because like it's crazy.
Yep, it was an
I
insane
think I
thing
had
to
that like
experience.
because when he first got out, he goes to like the sushi bar and he talks to this lady. And when we were watching it, I did honestly have that like, well, he was captured for 15 years. It seems like this could be his daughter. Like this is around like the age that she could be now. Like if he had a daughter, like could that go in this direction?
Because I think he
then
missed her like 4th birthday or something.
yeah,
And if he was captured for 15 years,
Yep.
that would have put her at around like 19 or 20 somewhere.
So I was
there.
like, they could go in that route. And then I started forgetting about it because, well, they started getting together and hooking up. And then,
and let's be honest, that's a crazy plot point. So
yeah,
why would you ever fix
exactly.
it on that? You want to forget
well, exactly.
that.
Well, you would at first. You're like, oh, that could be his daughter. And then they start having sex and you're like,
let's forget that thought.
It completely leaves your mind.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They're like, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
And then they did.
And
that's
then they
what I
fucking
love.
did.
Yeah, that's what I love about cinema. That's like what I love about cinema is just like people are afraid of like what a story could end up being. And then they could be like, is that too much? It's like, you should never ask that question when making a film. Like just make it because it's going to become a cult like classic for that specific reason of that it's just a crazy movie. I also love just the way it's shot, just the hallway scene with him and the hammer. That scene has like been redone so many times. It's such an influential scene. It's so brutal, just the brutality, or the scene where he like digs out the guy's teeth with the hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just this movie is legendary. I love this movie. And then but also, I mean, not even the ending is amazing and just like one of the craziest plot twists ever. The acting is so unbelievable. Good. Like you could just see how horrified he was of like that realization of like, just like, no, don't listen to like, don't like just with like with everything good, just do not like, don't. Like it was just. Did she ever find out? I don't think so. Right?
I don't know. I forget. I don't remember.
I don't
that
think
part's
that she did.
I was just so disgusted by the plot
it was just
twist.
like,
dude, I was so disgusted with that plot twist that I just my brain shut off. I didn't want to register anymore.
Yep.
So I guess I'll have to rewatch it.
The guy that captured him, was he also in cahoots with his daughter? Is that what it was? I forget, because like there was the scene when they were younger. And there was like two guys, like in the flashbacks of the guy that kidnapped him. I think they were like, he was with a girl, and then, oh no, it was a different girl that he killed, right?
I'm trying to see if
I think it was because I remember the scene where he's like, I think he's like holding her over the edge or something. I forget, but he has like fake finger gun to his head, and they're like they keep matching the shots back and forth, and then he does this, and then they match it to him actually blowing his brains out. It's there's such a good scene.
So just so we can like go through the bullet points of what the movie was. So businessman, main character, arrested for assault and drunkenness.
Oh, so I was right.
Missing his daughter's 4th birthday, so I was right about that. Being collected by his friends. He wakes in a sealed room with a television where he learns that he's been framed for his wife's murder. He goes deranged in solitude, and then he theorizes about the identity of his captor, trains himself in martial arts while he's in captivity. Mm-hmm. It tries to escape, suicide attempts.
Yep.
He's sedated, hypnotized, and released. I remember there was like gas that came out of his air vents. Mm-hmm. He wakes up on a rooftop with his dog.
Yep.
He can. It says something about like him jumping so he can just finish things or whatever. He goes into the sushi restaurant, falls for the waitress, which ends up being his daughter.
Yeah.
Crazy plot twist. His captor calls himself Evergreen because he can't die. Mm-hmm. Deactivating his he promises to commit suicide by remotely deactivating his pacemaker. That's how he said that he would kill himself after the 5 days so that he couldn't find him.
Wait, so
the captor the captor Evergreen or whatever his name is said, you have 5 days to find me, and if you don't, I'm remotely deactivating my pacemaker so that I'll die.
Wow.
I'm trying to see where if it actually says who
because
I think
I think he also had some sort of relationship with a girl, and I think he killed her. like when they were kids, like on accident, or it was something, and then that pain was just like eating at him. I forget, but it had something to do. Or were they? No, I think they were friends. I think his captor, they were like friends when they were kids or
Yes.
something.
So it says, awakens the following morning to find Park's severed hand in a box, remembering his high school slogan, "Evergreen Old Boys." So Evergreen,
Yep.
Old Boys,
Mm-hmm.
high school.
Yep.
Evergreen is his former schoolmate. Let's see, eavesdropping.
Yes,
They,
that's
they
what
were
it
like
was.
eavesdropping, calling someone a slut, and then they
Yep.
stabs him to death.
Yeah. Stabs the
Um,
girl to death. That.
Well, it says stabs him to death, so
Oh, okay.
there was some sort of death. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, there was. It's the dude ends up being, it was like his old high school
Yeah.
friend or something.
For some reason, I remember the girl dying or something, but maybe I'm thinking of it incorrectly. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
maybe
think,
it's in the inverse.
I think he
'cause-
killed himself. He shot himself. I think because I think it was because he couldn't get past that thing that he did when he was a kid, was killing the. I thought that's what it was, but maybe I'll have to
Maybe.
rewatch it because it's a great movie. But yes,
Yeah.
Old Boy is just I think everyone will agree that this movie is like peak cinema. Some people consider it to be one of the greatest films of all time, which I mean, honestly,
Arguably, it could be one.
it
It
honestly
could be
be one of the best films of all time. Just it's original, it's crazy, it's vile, it's disgusting.
And
I mean,
apologies for having to like look up plot points and stuff for this, but legitimately, if you
it's better than
haven't-
us just like, oh, I think this happens.
Yeah, but like at the same time too, like if you haven't seen this, I dare you to go watch it, and then after you witness the ending, try to recall what happened beforehand.
Yeah,
The plot twist at the
it's
end,
crazy.
which I mean we kind of spoiled for the sake of the video
Kind
or
of.
whatever, but that plot twist completely
Yep.
erased
Yep.
the basically like the rest of the movie for me. It just
Yes.
like complete, like it was a mental reset,
Yeah.
which
It's
one
crazy.
makes me want to go watch it again. But that
It
plot
was
twist
so
is just
good.
disgusting.
It was so good though. Such a good.
That's a
plot
great
twist.
one to have on your list.
It is.
It's a
Yeah.
great
I was thinking. I was like, oh, this is a good movie. But yeah, we can move on to your next one.
The one that I was gonna pivot into, since we didn't pivot into it when it would have been like a funny segue, I'll
Mhm.
save that one for last.
Okay.
So we'll talk about Air.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I've only seen this.
We've only seen it the one
once.
time.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it again since.
Uh-huh.
But the Michael Jordan movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Phenomenal biopic.
It is. It's good. I like it. It's different, and I like how they didn't actually like show Michael Jordan really at all, because they didn't want it to, because they didn't want the movie to seem like it was playing like using Michael Jordan as like the way to
Mhm.
get its story across. Like Michael Jordan was in it, but they never show his face. They just show him from behind. I don't even think they really hear him speak at all. I think he says a couple things.
There's like an interview with him in like a different
Yep.
college where he's
Uh-huh.
like starting to choose a team or like choose a sponsor for
Mhm.
the shoes or whatever. So there are a couple scenes, but it definitely doesn't focus on
No,
Michael
and I
Jordan
think
as the person.
it
More of like
was-
the idea and how he was able to like sell this shoe or
Mhm.
whatever. They definitely focused on his mom though, and she
For
was
sure.
a badass.
Yes.
she was awesome.
And it was actually so Viola Davis plays Michael Jordan's mom, and when they were casting this movie and they were obviously talking with Michael Jordan about it and how to go about it, he was like, you can cast my mom, but only Viola Davis can play her.
Mhm.
And Ben Affleck, they were like, okay,
All
fine.
right, sweet.
One of the greatest actresses of all time? Sure.
thing.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, she can play your mom. But I think that's what Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were talking about when they were making this movie, is like they didn't want it to, like, Michael Jordan speaks for himself. They don't need to have someone really performing it or making the movie about him. They really
Mhm.
wanted to make a movie about the making
Of
the shoe. Like they literally made a movie about making the most famous shoe of all time, which I think is a very interesting way of going about making a biopic, because like some can say, well, it's not really a biopic because it's not following like one particular person, but like it is.
I mean,
like,
well,
it's,
let's talk
it's
about
follow-
Blackberry for
exactly.
a second.
Like, yeah,
It's-
it is a biopic. Just because it doesn't, it's not a musical biopic where it's like the musician's the main character, but it is a biopic. Like it is about a
or
biography.
Tucker, how it was about a car.
Exactly. Like
it-
it is
it's
a biopic.
Yeah.
And they are real people that were, you know, making the shoe. But just I do really like this movie. I do want to revisit it because I've only seen it the one time. Because I remember it had great reviews, but as far as people like within like the content film space had mixed opinions. Like some people loved it, some people thought it was fine, but I thought it was really good. Like I thought it was a very interesting way of going about crafting a biopic, and it took a potentially very boring story, but made it interesting.
Yeah.
Like, they made a shoe
Interesting.
really interesting.
Yeah.
But what
I-
you talk about it more.
I mean, so like just I just have an affinity for like product design
for elf
and-
culture.
I have an affinity for elf culture. No, like I just have an affinity for like product design. So any of those movies, I loved
Oh, yeah.
Blackberry. I loved Tucker because it had to do with making and crafting something. And I love like the history. I was like, you and I were like sneakerheads for a little bit. We
Mhm.
collected a lot of
Yeah.
different shoes. I had a lot of Jordans.
Yeah.
As you can tell, we hop from one hyperfixation to the next. We go
Yeah.
from shoes to watches to technology to cars to whatever. But
Yep.
it's I loved it for that sake, but it did it justice in my opinion,
Mhm.
like so well.
Oh,
the way,
for sure.
the way that they showed the different like levels of creating the shoe, the different agreements that have to be made on the back end to
Yep.
make things happen. How sometimes you just have to do something that was never done before in order to
Yep.
get what you want made. Like Michael Jordan, that was the first brand deal
Yep.
in like the industry. Like
Exactly.
no one ever signed anybody like that for a shoe
And from like the
with like the royalty standpoint
Yeah.
and stuff like that. No one's ever done that.
exactly, and like from the perspective of the movie, I don't know how 100% accurate it is, but like without Michael B. Jordan's mom, like it definitely wouldn't
Michael
be
B. Jordan.
Sorry, Michael. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan's mom, it wouldn't be the shoe
Yeah.
that it is. Like, because she fought from the movie. I don't
Tooth
know.
and
I don't know
nail,
the.
yeah.
I don't know the whole story, but she did fight a lot to make sure that it was going to be Michael Jordan's shoe.
Yeah.
Like, this is what he's gonna be wearing. Like, this is Michael Jordan's shoe. Like, as
Mhm.
long as people know that this is the shoe that Michael Jordan wears,
Yeah.
like that is the only way that we can get this shoe made.
Mhm.
And the people that we're working about is like, fine, like we
Yeah.
want this shoe for him. Like he is like, he's gonna change the game. And I like how they were like actually like swearing with the mom, like just like he's gonna change the fucking world. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
And I also thought it was really cool how they went about it in terms of like, it wasn't a safe play by any means.
Mhm.
It was by definition an all-in type thing.
Mhm.
Because their whole thing beforehand was like, all right, well, we're gonna bring on 10
Mhm.
people or something
Yeah.
or whatever. And they were like, how about instead of 10 people, we just really focus on one person
Mhm.
and make this one thing spectacular.
Yes.
And that's the way we are today. We have
Yep.
the lineage that there is. It's
Mhm.
just, it was just an insane movie. I love all those kind of movies. Like Blackberry is one of my favorite movies.
I love Blackberry.
I don't know what it is about that. Like, I feel like even though the founder, which we also talked about in the
Mhm.
previous episode, even though the founder kind of does more so focus on the person, it is also kind of the same thing
It's on the
where,
food too.
but like it's also the same thing where it's bringing up a brand.
Yeah.
Like Blackberry is bringing up a brand.
Exactly,
Air is bringing up the brand. Tucker
Yep.
was bringing up the brand.
Definitely same
thing with
concept.
the
Like
founder. So
it's the same thing.
I love that like sub genre of biopic where it isn't like
Yes.
focused on the person and more so the thing.
It was literally like it was focused on the shoe. Like
Mhm.
even it wasn't even focused on Michael Jordan. Like it wasn't. It was focused on the shoe,
Yeah.
which I think was a very cool way of going about it. And like perfect movie for Ben Affleck because
Yeah.
like they
The
that's
casting
just-
was awesome.
exactly that's just who they are. I mean
Mhm.
he directed it, and I don't think he wrote it. I think it was written by someone else. But like
The athletic
wear-
wear that he wore.
Yeah.
It's just
I know it's so cool, and his like hair
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
But like in real life, he wears those kind of shoes. Like he loves shoes, and he has a ton in his collection. So it just made sense that he directed this, and like, I think definitely underrated. I think it was definitely because like Ben Affleck is a huge director. I mean, he's won Best Director. He's won Best Original Screenplay. Like he is a huge filmmaker. So I definitely think it was underrated. Like definitely a great movie.
little like side fun fact about Nike. Excuse me. Back when like the Nike swoosh and
Yeah.
like the Nike logo with like their script writing and stuff. And this is a well-known story, so this isn't any like behind the scenes that no one's ever heard of type thing. But the person that made the Nike logo, she was a college student, needed practice. Nike paid her something crazy, like I don't know, like $5 an hour or
Mhm.
something like that to finish she got, in the end, I think she got paid like 15 or $20 for the Nike logo. But
Oh, really?
but Nike loved it so much and it did so much for the company that they gave her stock
Oh,
in the
good.
company.
Good.
And that stock's worth like over $1 million
Good.
now.
Yeah.
So like
that logo
awesome
is
yeah,
that made Nike.
iconic.
The just do it. Like I don't know if you came up with the slogan.
No,
but
no, it was just the Nike
Nike
script
logo?
and like the swoosh. Yeah,
like that made Nike.
yeah,
what
but
it
like
is.
such a cool story. Like
It's
here,
plaster on everything,
yeah,
and they haven't changed it.
no,
Like at all.
Yeah, no. I don't think they use the same like script font anymore.
No,
but the swoosh is definitely
the Nike
still
swoosh
there.
is
Yeah,
the same thing that's
Yep.
been there forever.
but it's such a cool story. I mean, they definitely. I guess for the time though, like money was different back then, so
For sure.
$35 went
Well, they never
way
thought
further.
it would be something so
Yeah.
big. They were like, we
Yeah.
have this company. We just need a simple logo.
Mhm.
Like you're an up and coming artist. Like, how about $5 an hour, which is
or
probably
something like that.
$20
but yeah.
an hour or something. Like, I
But yeah,
think, right?
I
When
mean,
did Nike-
inflation goes crazy.
Nike.
So
How old is
something about
Nike?
that.
Isn't Nike like
Um,
50s or something?
I don't
Is
know.
it not that old?
I don't know. Let's see. Nike.
Maybe it's like 72 or something.
Founded 1964.
Oh, okay.
I don't
You definitely heard that.
I don't know if the mic
Yeah.
picked that up. My stomach just agreed with me. Yeah, Nike was founded as Blue Ribbon Sports on
Oh.
January 25th, 1964.
Yeah, so in 1964, $5 an
Officially
hour.
became Nike 71.
Oh, I said 72.
Yeah, you were
I was
close. Yeah.
I was really close.
Yeah, so I just think that's a cool story.
That is a really cool story. But
Yeah.
yeah, in 71, $5 an hour is definitely more than now. That
Went
is
a-
probably about
went a
20
far
bucks.
way,
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyways, still, that's not a lot.
Yeah, no.
For it to become like the greatest logo that's ever been a logo. So that's cool though. I think
Mhm.
that's really cool that they did that. It was actually that kind of lines up with Napoleon Dynamite because Napoleon Dynamite, John Heater, I think he plays Napoleon Dynamite. I think
Mhm.
that's his name. He was paid $1,000 for that performance, and then it performed. I think it made like $300 million at the box office. So they paid him an additional $1 million
Oh, that's
because
cool.
of it made so much, and he was paid next to $0.
Yeah.
And everyone was. It was made for like $20,000 or something like that.
Which is insane.
yeah, I know.
That is such a low budget
Exactly.
for such a phenomenal movie.
exactly
Talking about other situations with like companies paying more or doing whatever, this one's a very well-known story, but I'm sorry if I'm not remembering your name correctly, but I think it's David Cho. He's an artist. He did the mural in the Facebook headquarters, and
Oh, okay.
Facebook, when they initially hired him to do I think it's David Cho. I don't really follow his artwork
Yeah.
too much. I just love this story. They offered him to either pay him like $500 or to give him stock in the company, and he chose stock, so he took zero pay.
Always choose stock over $500.
Yeah, but it was something like maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't exactly $500
okay.
but he chose the stock because he doesn't care about money.
Yeah.
like his whole mentality is like, who gives a shit? But yeah,
Mhm.
I'll take he has lived
He's
off
probably
of that.
like a billionaire.
Dude,
right
he has lived off of that for the rest of his life.
That's
like
amazing.
that one commission
That's
piece that
so
he did.
cool.
I would any company out there, if you guys want something done, I'll gladly take stock in the company.
Offer me $500 in stock, and I'll take stock.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
but
though.
I love that. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's David Cho. I'll look it up right now to make sure.
but yeah.
Put some respect on your name.
But yeah, Air is really good. I'll have to revisit it
Yeah,
because
David
I do
Cho.
David Cho. I
Yeah.
do remember. Oh, him?
Mhm.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
in Beef.
Yep.
I didn't know he was an artist. That's awesome.
Yep, David Cho Facebook mural. That's this was the mural that he did.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
sick. When did he do that?
It was early into the Facebook era, which
Oh,
is
okay.
why it was like a risk to take.
Yeah. But that's no, he's cool. He was in Beef the first season, and he was good in it. He was an asshole.
Did second season come out yet or no?
Yes,
'Cause I wanna watch
And
that if it
I've
did.
watched it. It's good, but it's
Okay.
like
not as good.
no.
Okay.
Like I think some people have argued that it is better, but I was like, no. The first season of Beef is crazy, but it still is good. Great performances, great.
good.
It's good, not as good. But yeah, so Air's great. I'll have to revisit it because I do remember really enjoying it. But I got two more. I'm on my fourth.
Yeah,
now?
I have one
Fourth?
more, so
okay,
yeah,
you
this
have
is
one
your
more. So
fourth.
yeah, fourth. I have. Okay, let's do. Sound of Metal.
Oh, I was wondering when I was whoa. I was intentionally leaving it off of my list because I knew that you were going to put it on yours at some point because I know how much you love this movie. It is such a good movie.
good.
So
It's so good.
go for it.
So it came out, I think it was 2019, I believe, or maybe it was 2020. I think one of those years. It was during the COVID era. Just Riz Ahmed, which I've actually had the pleasure of interviewing. So he's a really nice guy, but he is so freaking good in this movie. So Sound of Metal is about this drummer and his girlfriend who's a singer in their band, and one night during one of their performances his hearing just goes away, like he just stops hearing, and he just goes through all of these, like, okay, like what are we going to do with the band, like how are we going to do this, like I can try to drum but it's just like this whatever, like it's we don't know what we're going to do. So he goes to this like camp for what's the word, something impaired, like hearing impaired, audibly
hearing impaired,
hearing impaired, where there's like people that are deaf, blind. There's like one person that's deaf and blind there, and it's this whole entire community of deaf people that are just like learning to accept it and learn that it's not a disability, it's a way of life. And there's no reason to be like disappointed about it. It's just like it's a new way of life, it's a way of communicating, and it's just such a beautiful movie. Also, so it got nominated for a couple Oscars, which I was so happy that it did, because I felt like this was easily a movie that would have gotten overlooked, but it was so good. Such a phenomenal movie. Like I said, Riz Ahmed is great. What's his name? I know his name, but I'm just like the teacher, or the guy, like the guy that runs the place. Paul Raci. He is so good too. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He is really, really good in this movie. But it's so good. I love the sound design. That is like probably one of my favorite parts. I love how they well, spoilers. If you don't want to get spoiled, then just go watch the movie because it's really good. It's emotional. It's a good movie. But the whole entire time, this our main character, played by Riz Ahmed, he is having a super hard time just like getting used to this. He ends up learning how to communicate and sign, and he starts to adapt to that to that world, and he becomes more part of that community, but still is finding it just so hard to believe that he would have to live the rest of his life like that. And he finds out about this implant to be able to bring his hearing back, so he thinks, and it's like $50,000 or something like that. So he like sells all of his stuff and does all of this, and then he goes to get it. I think it's like something not cochlear implants, yeah. And it's such a devastating scene, seeing him get this implant and then just having to hear this like static in his ear, where it's like, well, you're not actually hearing things, it's your mind tricking you into thinking you're hearing things, and it's making sounds, and it's devastating. And he goes back to the camp, and he confesses to the guy that runs the place, played by Paul Raci, and he is just Paul Raci's character is just like devastated by it. He's just like, we've mentioned this, we don't see being deaf as an impairment or as a thing to be disappointed about or anything to change. Like there's nothing about it that you need to change, and I respect you, and I appreciate you bringing this to me, and I will respect your opinion, but we just can't like have you here anymore, just because he like kind of went against that. And it's just so devastating. And one of my favorite endings is just it is just the perfect ending ever. I love how he's walking through the city of, I believe they're in London at this point. He's like walking through the city, and it's just so loud, just overwhelmingly loud and crowded. And he just sits down, listens to it for a bit, and then he just takes his implant out, and then everything is just complete silence. Like we look at kids playing that we can't hear anymore. We look at the bell that we can't hear ticking anymore. And it's just like he just sits there for probably a good 30 seconds of him just taking it all in. And then the movie cuts to black. Is just perfection.
It's such a good way
It
to
is
end it.
a perfect ending. So devastating. Like that movie is so just it's but here now you talk about it more because I've talked about it a lot.
I kind of have the same feelings
Yeah.
that you do towards it, and like in every way. If I have thought about this movie, I've only seen it the one time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't rewatched it, but I legitimately think about this movie like once a month.
Really?
Yes, like and specifically the ending.
Yeah.
Like
Like your Roman Empire.
Yeah, dang, that's a throwback and a half of a TikTok trend. That's crazy. But yeah, no, legitimately, like, because I think it also stems from I get overwhelmed a lot
Mhm.
about stuff, and I wish I could shut out the world
Yeah.
in that kind of way. And I know there's a lot more meaning behind it in the movie
Yeah.
rather than him just shutting out the world, but
Mhm.
like the way that he was just like, you know, he lived for noise.
Yeah.
It was stripped away from him and he fought to get it back, and then once he got it back, he didn't want it.
Yeah, exactly. He realized
And
that.
he just shut it off.
Yep.
And I think the reason I think about it so much is that I wish I could just turn off, like,
Yeah.
just like turn off the noise
Mhm.
or turn off the sound or turn off
Yeah.
whatever. So I think about it a lot for that aspect. But then when I think about it because of that, I'm like, holy fuck, this is an amazing movie.
Yeah,
This
it's
was so
good. It's
such a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's an emotional one. It's a journey. It's like watching him just, well, it's great seeing him actually adapt to it and actually learn sign, and he becomes part of this, and he becomes kind of like not a leader, but kind of a one of their role models there. Cinematography is great too. I mean, it's shot beautifully, and I love the scene with him and the kid on the like playground.
I also
and
love
they're
the title of the movie, The
Sound
of
of
Metal,
Metal.
because it's like this. It's the
Well, it's a frequency
it's the
that they-
music, but it's
yeah.
also like what it kind of sounded like with his cochlear implants.
Yeah, yep.
Like scratching metal,
Yep.
kind of.
And
which I
but
thought was
also
cool.
like I wonder if it's called The Sound of Metal because there's this scene where with him and that kid, and they're like banging on the metal slide,
Mhm.
and they can like actually like hear it, like they can hear the vibrations. So I was
It's
like,
so cool.
it's such the sound design in this movie is freaking crazy. And it won the Oscar for sound editing, I think it was that, or sound design. I think it was sound design. Just a beautiful exploration of, I mean, beautiful exploration of life, but a beautiful exploration of like, I don't know, new discovery, or like just I don't know, just it's such
just a different way to look at life.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
a lot of people would be like, "Oh, being deaf is
exactly
kind of whatever,"
Yep.
and then you can experience it through the eyes of other people,
It's
and
just an awesome.
you have a
movie.
different understanding and appreciation for that kind of stuff.
I think
so.
Riz Ahmed should have won
Yeah.
the Oscar.
Mhm.
It was him and it was him up against Anthony Hopkins from The Father,
Mhm.
which he is phenomenal in that movie because you've seen The Father.
Yeah.
Like him,
Yeah.
the dementia. Great performance, but I was like rooting for Riz Ahmed to win that Oscar. He was so unbelievable in this movie. But yeah, I guess we can move on. We're actually kind of going overtime on this one, but
Oh, really? How
yeah,
long have we been recording?
It's 2:46.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Damn. Wait, we've been
at least an hour and 20 minutes.
dang. Anyways, my last one is Bullet Train.
Ooh,
Which
yeah. Have
I've-
we talked about this one?
I don't think we've talked
Oh,
about Bullet
okay.
Train. And if we have, yikes.
We can just talk
but-
about it again. That's fine.
I don't think we've talked about it.
I don't think
though.
so either.
But it would have been a cool tie-in because it was like, I mean,
Brad Pitt.
It would have been a good segue, but also like I think that this performance is also up there, in my opinion. Not like his best,
Uh-huh.
but in terms of being a dude.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
in terms of being a dude, I feel like this was also like he kind of, in terms of this movie, was luck incarnate. Like that's the way that I depict him as a character, but like everything just happened to happen the way that it needed to happen, how it happened when it happened.
Definitely, it's
Like-
like it's a really good movie. I
Yeah.
like it a lot. I think it definitely got poor reviews when it came out, but then we saw him. We were like, it was
awesome.
just a fun movie.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
just a
takes place
fun
on this
sit
train
down.
the whole time, and it's just like crazy action happening, and it's just like it's really good. And Brad Pitt is he's hilarious. in it.
Yeah,
I
he's
also
great in the
love the I love Tangerine and
Clementine
or something. I think
lemon and Clementine or something
Tangerine,
like that.
Lemon and Tangerine, I think, or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I love their duo. I hope we get like a spinoff.
I thought we were going to. Maybe it was like a weird. Maybe it was like a weird rumor that we thought was confirmed.
I
but
thought it was
wasn't.
like a series was confirmed or like at least rumored. But I think it would be so cool to get more of their like backstories of working together. Like I think that would make a really good movie.
I think they carried a lot of this movie
for sure.
Like the way that they went about a lot of things. It definitely it was a very, very cool very cool chemistry with those two. It was awesome.
Yep. But kind of like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's just it like moves so quickly.
Like the train.
Just exactly. Just like everything is happening so quickly that we have so many subplots and main plot points, and it all is like just works so well together. And I
think the only thing that I didn't like about the movie was not the actress. I know
Joey King.
I don't dislike her,
but
that I haven't really seen anything else with her in it, at least not to my recollection. But
I just do like not as a person. I don't like her as an actress.
Really, I think we're talking about the
Joey
same person,
King, like the younger girl,
the girl with the venom. Is that who you're talking about?
Like the one that's dressed like a young girl. Like the one that's
no, I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her.
Zazie Beetz.
This is what I mean by I'm terrible with actress names. I have no idea who he's talking about.
Zazie Beetz.
Whoever was dressed as a worker on the train who had the venom to kill Brad Pitt.
Zazie Beetz, the Domino from Deadpool 2.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah. Maybe it was a costume or something that I couldn't tell. But
Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
She said bitch too many times.
Wait, that's the only reason I didn't like the character. What do you think, bitch?
Yeah, definitely one of her weaker performances, but I do like Zazie Beetz. Yeah. She is a really good actress. But no,
she's
Joey King.
Awesome
I do not.
I don't know why I didn't realize that that was her.
Sorry, no hate to Joey King, kind of. Because I can't like say that I hate all of her performances.
No, but like that's the young girl that
the one
that played victim. Yeah, she like rigged the gun.
Yes.
I don't like her either.
I don't know why.
I don't really like her performances either.
Like her performances. Like I can't. I mean, that probably sounds very mean to say, because obviously I don't know her personally, and I have nothing against her as herself, but just her performances. Every single time she plays something, it pulls me out of the movie so much. But actually, this is one performance that I don't dislike her in.
Yeah,
this is one performance that I actually don't dislike her in. I do think that she plays her part well in this one, but almost everything that I've seen her in before, I do not like her performances. But she is decent in this one. But no, Bullet Train is great. I think it's a really fun time. I think we need more just like these high octane action films. And I think David Leitch, he directed it. He also did The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. I mean, he did Deadpool 2. He did do Deadpool 2. I love how I think it is just like a stunt guy thing to do. The thumbs up thing. Yeah.
But I love how, this is a side tangent, but I love how The Fall Guy called back to Drive, because he did that in that movie too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He did do the thumbs up. Oh,
when he was the stuntman in that one scene, and he was like, "Are you all right?" All he did was like the exact same thumbs up. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I love David Leitch. I think he should be in charge of a lot more action projects. I mean, he created, 87 North, and he did a lot of or what was it? I think 87 Entertainment or something like that. It's this like studio where they do all of their crazy stunts. He was heavily involved with the John Wick movies. Like he was a huge part in getting those movies made. He actually co-directed the first one, and then they kind of had a falling out with him. Not in like a bad way, but just kind of like creative differences. And he still worked on the John Wick movies, but they kind of did their own things. And he went on to direct his own movies and do that kind of stuff. But he's so good, and I love this movie. It's definitely it's a fun time.
Yeah,
it's good
for sure.
All right, so that's your last movie?
Yep.
So now we're on my last movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if we can stretch this out to 2 hours.
No. Nightcrawler.
Oh.
Have you not seen that one? With it's the Jake Gyllenhaal, and he plays the guy that goes around to crime scenes to video it before anyone else.
No, I have seen this.
You have?
I have seen this movie. I think I've only seen it once,
okay.
So I don't remember it very vividly, but I definitely have seen this. I think pretty sure we watched it together with our parents.
Do you want me to pick something else, or do you think
No, you can, I mean, this is your pick, so you can talk about it the majority of the time, and if something that you say sparks
it's a great
memory.
It's so it's
Is that the movie where he like it was not scripted, but he like
He
slammed the
slammed it,
mirror and
yeah,
it
and he-
shattered and it cuts his
he
hand?
cuts his hand. Yeah. So
I've
this is
definitely
that
seen
movie.
it. I've
Yeah.
definitely seen it. Yeah.
I've made a couple of videos talking about that scene in particular on my TikTok. But it is a great. I think it's one of Jake Gyllenhaal's best performances. I
Mm.
think he is just. I think he's just lightning on screen. He lost, I forget how much weight, but he lost a certain amount of weight for this role to just look like this disgusting, just like dweeb kind of just weak guy. And he's like desperate for money. He's like, he's a thief. And then he ends up figuring out that, oh, he can get a camera and then just get to crime scenes and do a bunch of illegal stuff to, and then he ends up literally going to crime scenes before anyone else and like actually drags the bodies to get better shots to
Yeah.
give to the, like, it's such a good movie. And he's so good Riz Ahmed is also in this movie too. He plays his partner. But just like, I don't know. It's such a creepy movie because it makes you think about what those kind of people actually do. Like, imagine that being your job, like rushing to the crime
Insane.
scene so that you can get the best footage, the first footage to be able to get paid money for. Like, just the way the world runs is crazy. Like, no one cares about anyone. They just care about money. They
Also,
care about...
if there's actually, I'm sure that there are, but if there are people out there that actually like fuck with a crime scene to get better
That's
pictures,
the thing. I feel like people probably do.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Because that could completely change the dynamic
Yep.
of the storytelling of what happened
Well,
at a crime.
There's literally a scene in the movie. It was like, I think one of his first like getting there first, and it was like a car accident, and there's a guy on the ground and he's still alive. He's like doing that, and instead of like helping him or like whatever, he literally drags his body to get into a better frame while he's still living. Like, he's dying on the ground, and to get a better shot, he literally drags the living guy that's dying to get a better shot and then leaves.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy. Like, what a way to write a villain that's not a villain, but he is a villain.
Yeah.
Like, he is. Like,
He
he's not the
definitely
one
is,
that's
yeah.
going around killing people kind of villain, but he is. Like, he is a disgusting, vile villain of a person.
Imagine like I don't remember the movie for the most part, but imagine that guy like lives and the paramedics get there and they're like, how the hell did you get out of your car?
Yeah,
and get
exactly.
this far away, and he's just
Yeah.
like, oh, someone dragged me and then like left.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He took a picture of me too. It was weird.
Just crazy. But just like it's such a, like, this movie is loved by a lot of people, and for good reason. It's just such a, obviously it's a very dark movie, like dark in a writing sense. Like, it's a very dark movie, but it's also just pretty much the whole entire movie is this very darkly lit film. Like, everything
They're very
takes place at
grungy.
night. I mean, it's just like, and that's what they call them, night crawlers, because they're crawling the night to get these, crazy shots to be put on news. And then it's just the movie, and then the movie ends with him basically like starting his own company and like actually making like a job out of it and making him just thousands and thousands of dollars on it. It's a great movie. Definitely, you should definitely rewatch it.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've watched it too, so I'll rewatch it too. But it's so good. I don't have much more to talk about it, but it's so good.
Well, it's a little short, sweet way to
Yeah,
end
exactly.
off, I
Because we
guess,
talked
but-
about some of these movies for a
a
while.
while.
So
I mean,
that's
this is the longest episode
Yeah.
we've had in a minute. We've
yeah.
almost been talking
an
for
hour
2
and a half.
hours.
Yeah, like maybe an hour and 40 minutes even.
Did we talk at? I thought. Well, I got here at 1, so I guess we did start.
You got here a little
closer,
after
yeah.
1 because of traffic. So I think you got here at like
Traffic was-
1:10 or
that
something.
Traffic was crazy.
But anyways, that was a good episode.
Yeah, very good.
That was a good episode.
Very good.
Talked about a lot of random shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a new episode on peak or movies that we think are peak. So
And I think we agreed on all of them.
I think we
Yeah.
agreed on all of them this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'll bring it to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll see you in the next one.
Later.
Bye.